Hey guys, it's Colin, and today we are back with our tower defense game. So, last time we left off, we had our cannon, shot stuff, and that's about it. So, today, we're gonna make our enemies, okay? So, if we look back here, we only have simple enemies, red, blue, yellow. Yeah, that's it. Nothing too fancy, so we're gonna paint it, okay? So we just click paint a new sprite, convert to vector mode, and then we get our ellipse tool, take a nice red color, and make it a filled ellipse, and just draw on a nice circle. Now don't make it too big to where the point, where it doesn't fit on the track. Yeah, this big is about good. Because it needs room to be on the track and have a health bar on top, okay? So just always remember, center it. And yeah. Oh, that does not look centered. Centered. Adjust it a little more on the track if you have to. And then that is about it. Okay. So now, first of all, we go to events, okay? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna wait like 3 seconds, so then the player has time to set up their defense, and then we're gonna send out like waves of 5 clones at a time along this track, okay? So first of all, let's start with that I, and then name this enemy 1. Enemy 1. Okay, so you can just distinguish because we're gonna add more enemies later on. So enemy 1. Now we go when this green flag is clicked, and then obviously first control wait 3 seconds because we need to give the guy time to set up. And then first we want to go to motion and then do go to, and then X is gonna be negative 240 and Y as 9. Because with this go to XY thing, it's gonna be like the coordinates that you're in. As you can see from up this top right corner, they're the same. So leave the Y coordinate alone, but change the X to negative 240. And then looks and do hide. Okay, so now it's gonna like start spawning back here, okay? And then once it's like that, we need to create the clone. So we do repeat, and then since we're gonna repeat 5, okay, because we want waves of 5 clones, we do create a clone of myself, and then wait 2 seconds, okay? So this is just gonna be 1 wave, and we'll leave it like that for now. So now we're gonna see what happens when he's like spawned, okay? So yeah, when I start as a clone, and then first we're gonna count the corners in your track. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Okay, so because I have 7 corners, I'm gonna take out 7 glide blocks, okay? 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now we're gonna try. So first we want to move this guy here to the first corner. So then it's gonna be glide 1 seconds 2. So now you check his X coordinate, and it's negative 101. Negative 101. However, you don't want to mess with the Y coordinate from this first go-to, right? Because we want our dude to travel in a straight line, and since it's on a straight line, the Y coordinate will never change. So then the X coordinate changes, but not the Y. So then we can leave the Y alone, and then we go down here, next corner, right? So this time we're going down, so the X doesn't change. So we'll leave that alone. It's gonna be the X is the one above it, then the Y is changed. And right now the Y is negative 109. negative 109, and that's what I'm going to set it to. And last one I'm going to do with you guys, move it to the third corner, right around here. Yeah. Okay, so since we're moving horizontally, y never changes. Changes to negative 109. However, x changes, so it changes to 14. And I'm just going to do a jump cut to when I finish this, and you guys finish yours too. So 3, 2, 1, and I'm back. So I actually haven't finished the last one because you guys have to know one thing. For this last one, just change it to 240, because anything like over here, you can still see it, but then at the true edge is all the way at 240, okay? So that's it. And then once it's at the end, we're just going to go to control and delete this clone. Also, remember, we hid our sprite up here, so it's gonna, the clones are also going to be hidden. So we go looks and just do show. Okay? Actually, let's try this out a little. Okay, yeah. See, but this guy is actually, like, from here to here is abnormally fast, right? Because we're gliding 1 second, even though the length of each segment is different. So the way we're going to fix that, first we have to decide on speed he's going to be moving. So let's just say he's going to be moving at 10 pixels per second, okay? So that means this starting distance is, the starting position, x, is negative 240 and negative 101. And the distance between negative 240 and negative 101 is, you can get a calculator out. A calculator. Okay, so negative 240 and negative 101. So the distance between those 2 points is 240 minus 101 equals 139. So that means he's gonna, it's gonna take him 13.9 seconds to glide from here to here if he's moving at 10 pixels per second. So we change this glide 1 second to 13.9. Okay? So, next one, from here to here. We're looking at the y's now. From y position as 9 to negative 109, we can do that. 9 minus negative, is there a negative here? Well, 2 negatives equals positive, so negative 109 equals 118. So that means he's going to take 11.8 seconds to glide from here to here at 10 pixels per second. And then last one I'm going to do with you guys, from here to here. We're looking at the x position now. Now, negative 101, the distance between negative 101 and 14. So we're going to do 101 plus 14, 115. So it's going to take him 11.5 seconds to get from here to here. And then I will do another jump cut to when I'm done, and you guys finish up. And I'm done. So, once you've got these, we can try this out again. Click that start button, and yeah. Okay, it's working, but they're kinda just a tad bit slow, you know? And they're also in a really tight group. So the way to fix that, we're gonna have a speed multiplier. So go to data and do make a variable, call it R multiplier. Okay, and make it for this sprite only. So uncheck this. Now R multiplier, we're gonna have it set to 0.3. Okay, so we bring it out, put it in the under the when I started is when this green flag is clicked, and then 0.3. Because when we multiply by a decimal, the number's gonna get smaller there, and we're gonna apply it to the speed, so we're gonna get faster. Okay, so now we go to operators, and then take out multiplication blocks. 1 for each glide block you have. So 3, 4, I have 7. 5, 6, 7. Okay, now in this first slot, fill it out with this glide how many seconds you have. 11.8. Oh. 11.5. 25.5. 10.6. 13.6. And 12. Now in the second slot, we go to data and take out an R multiplier variable, put it in all of those. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we just put it inside the glide seconds, okay? And done. So if you're wondering why we're using a multiplier variable instead of just like making the speed smaller, so if you want to make the enemies go faster, you only have to change the variable instead of the, like, you don't have to recalculate if you want to change the amount of pixels moves per second. This variable, the variable higher goes slower, variable lower faster. So now let's try this out again. And we're gonna wait those 3 seconds, and yes. Now we are moving a lot faster. And it's not coming out in like a tight wave. So now if you're thinking to yourself, this is kinda slow, you're completely right. But we are gonna make more enemies that are faster. But first, they can't actually die, so we're gonna make it so our shooting cannonballs can actually kill them. Okay, so now we're going to go control, and then another one that starts a clone. This one is going to be sensing if the guy's hit by a cannonball. So when I start as a clone, repeat until, wait until, and then sensing, touching, cannonball, and then control, delete this clone. Let's try this out. We put our cannon out here. And let's just wait. Boom, it's dead. However, this is way too easy. Because there's no way they're going to get past. They only have 1 health. So let's change that to make it have more than 1 health. So we go to costumes and duplicate your costume 10 times. Because it's going to have 10 health. And trust me, 10 is plenty. Do not give it like 50. Okay, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so that's all 10 health. So first of all, just zoom in a little. We're going to use a line to represent our health bar. Okay, so take a bright green color, and then this is what our health bar is going to be like. So we just so for costume 1, it's going to be at full health. So then we just take it like this, draw a line completely across the thing. Boom. So that's full health. Now we go to if you want to go down costume by costume, you can, but in my experiences, it's actually harder because if you leave too much health, then in the last costume, you're gonna have to like jump a huge amount of health. So the way you're gonna do this, it's actually easier for us to go to the middle costume and then go halfway, okay? And then, we get on your line tool. You go, so since 5, okay, 5 is going to be half health. So we just extend, we're going to make a half health line, okay? And then in costume 3, we're going to have halfway between half health and full health. Okay? Draw that out. Yes. Now, costume 2 is going to be halfway between costume 1 and costume 3. Boom. Aw, man, I keep forgetting to switch to the line tool. Boom. Pretty good. And you can probably guess, costume 4 halfway between costume 5 and 3. Line tool. And here we are. Alright, so once you've got these first couple costumes, Now we're gonna jump all the way to costume 7, okay? Costume 7 now. Costume 7 is gonna be 1/4 health. And boom. Yes. Oh, what the heck? Looks kind of weird. Make it look normal. Ah. Control Z. Oh. Okay, yeah. There's 1/4 health. And then costume 6 is gonna be in between 1/4 and half. So there. Okay, and then costume 8, you really only have to just put a dot there. Okay. Oops, not that, just dot. It's not drawing. Yes, here is our dot. And then costume 9 is going to be 0 health. But why do we have a costume 10 then? Because for costume 9, even though it is 0 health, you're just going to have to hit it one more time. And then we'll go to costume 10. Costume 10 is going to be signifying that the thing's dead. So the way we're going to do that, we're going to take this thing called a reshape tool. So it's just like squiggly line with a dot on it. And then we take it and click on our circle, okay? And then you see these points, you can drag these around to edit what the shape looks like. So then I'm just going to make it look like kind of a star thing. Just make sure the guy knows it's dead. You can make it look like whatever you want. I have a star. There we go. So switch it back up to costume 1. And let's go back to scripts. So since it is a, there's multiple costumes now, we want to go to looks and then do set, where is it? Yes, switch costume to costume 1. Okay, at the very top. And then inside this 1SR as a clone, instead of wait until touching Cannonball, just get rid of that. We're actually going to do control and then repeat until. So repeat until, and then operators, take on equals block, repeat until, where is it? Oh yeah, we go to looks and costume number equals 10, because there are 10 costumes. And then control if, oh yeah, you can also attach to delete this clone to the end. If sensing touching Cannonball looks, and then we go next costume, okay? And then also control and do wait 0.05 seconds so you can't get like spam shotted. And that is basically it. So now let's try this. We put this down. Oh, cannon show. Okay. Yes. And it's dying, right? The dude's dying. Yeah, here we are. Now, last thing we have to do. We are going to have some more enemies. So just right click on your enemy 1, duplicate. And then for enemy 2, costumes, go ahead, color him blue. Or some any other color, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to use blue. And blue. And blue. And blue. And blue. And blue. And blue, and blue, and blue. Okay, switch it back over to costume 1. Last one, enemy 3. This guy, I'm gonna color him yellow. Yellow, 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 and yellow. Okay, and switch it back to costume 1. And since we have 2 other enemies, you may be like, oh no, we have to code more. Actually, we don't. See, there's actually absolutely nothing different with these guys, except blue is faster than red and yellow is faster than blue. And since we have our multipliers, we can just change it to be faster. So enemy 2, we're going to have him twice as fast as red. So 0.15, okay? Enemy 3, he's going to be 2/3 faster than, actually 1/3, I mean. 0.05. This guy's crazy fast, okay? And that is actually all we need. Boom. Start it up. I don't know why this one is not showing, but yeah, this guy's really fast. But alright, stop. Is it like, we'll just go looks and then do show. Let's see if that does anything. Yeah, it does. What? Oh, actually, I think I know why. Alright, that's not the point, though. I just have to center this canyon a little better. Up here. In the middle. There. That should work. Okay, so now we have our enemies and our cannonball. Last thing I'm going to add is a health bar, okay? So we just go to data, make a variable for all sprites, call it health. We'll make it nice and fancy. And this one we are going to show. Put it in the top corner. So we're going to start off with 20 health. And there's actually no good sprite to put it on. We're going to put it in our stage. So events when this screen file is clicked, set health to 20. And that's it. And then the way we're going to see if you're losing health, we go to events, and then there's this broadcast messaging. We're going to do when I receive, and then message crossed. Okay. So crossed is going to be when an enemy gets over here. So when I receive crossed, change health by -1. Okay. And that's basically it. Now over here, once health reaches 0, I'm going to do this control, and then wait until health equals, wait, actually, instead, we don't actually do that. We're going to do a new thing, event when this green flag is clicked, forever. And then if, 2 ifs, okay? So if, and then operators, actually only one if, one if, only, wait, okay. So we're going to go to control, okay? And then we're going to do wait until, and then operators, take on equals. So then data, health. Wait until health equals 0. So this is if you die. Then we're going to events, broadcast, new message, lose. Okay? And then events, where's events? Oh yeah, well I'm already in events, whoops. Events, when I receive, lose, control, stop all. So now we have lose, but what if we win? So we're actually going to go to enemy 1, okay? And move this out of the way. Right now, we don't exactly have too much time. We don't have that many waves, so we're going to take out a wait 3 seconds, okay? And then right click on this repeat 5 and click duplicate. And now we're going to have we're going to be able to create another wave. So just do this 4 times. Okay, and do that for enemy 2 too. Wait 3 seconds. Boom. 2. So now I have 4. Enemy 3, same thing. Wait 3 seconds. Duplicate, duplicate, and duplicate. And we're done. We get rid of the wait 3 seconds at the end. We're gonna events. So that means if you've got past everything and lose has not been broadcast, then you won. So we're gonna do broadcast, new message, win. Okay? And then also, if this is complete, that means we've crossed here, right? So we're gonna broadcast cross. So do that same thing for enemy 2. Get rid of here. Broadcast, win. Broadcast cross, and then enemy 1, same thing. Get rid of that, wait, and then broadcast win, broadcast cross. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna create a new sprite. Okay, paint a new sprite, still in vector mode. We're gonna take our rectangle tool and then make this on an outline. Take a light that dark yellow color, the same yellow color we use for our enemy 3. Draw a rectangle. And then take your paint bucket, fill it with this light yellow. And then text with the bright red words, write "You win." And take your move tool, move it, and then you can adjust the size of the box accordingly. Here we go. So now we just need to center this all. And then we duplicate here. For costume 2, we're going to change it to you lose. No exclamation mark. And then adjust the box accordingly. Center accordingly. Here we are. So then scripts. We do when I receive lose, looks show, and then switch costume to costume 2. Okay, events when I receive win, looks show, switch costume to costume 1. And then lastly, events when this green flag is clicked, motion go to 0, 0, and looks hide. Alright, so this is all we're gonna do this time. And for a little homework, this is actually a lot more advanced than what we did. Well, not more advanced because we just have the base and stuff. So for homework, I challenge you guys, make some like a money factor in the game where it costs money to deploy your cannons, and then you could add some kind of base over here, or maybe you can make it more enemies, even more levels. So good job, guys, and then we're all done for today. This time next video we're starting a new project, and to make sure you don't miss out on that, just hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on the notification bell, and I will see you guys next time.